Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Espresso with me, Darius Andriauskas, where we're going to have a look at the markets, what levels to watch out for. So today's the 2nd of March 2018. This is the last day of this week, last trading day of for this week. So okay, before we continue, let's have a look at our risk disclaimer here. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. And I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So also what I wanted to show you guys is our JFD Brokers website. Now, where you can have a look at different events that we do here, different video events. So I think that's something you can find something useful here. These are different streaming webinars, also in different languages. We've got English, German, Italian. So yeah, if you're interested in this, you can definitely check us out and check our other presenters on video. And also don't forget to visit our JFD research page, where you can have a look at different daily analysis that we do, again in different languages, different trading shoutouts, just technical analysis on its own. So yeah, guys, I mean, like I said, feel free, visit our website here, and especially the JFD research page, and yeah, I hope you can find something useful for yourself. Okay, so let's jump into the charts. Right, the first one that we'll look at is the Aussie dollar. So this is a daily chart, and we can see that currently it's finding its support here around the 0.77600 area. We might get a, well, yes, if judging by yesterday's candle, of course, we can see that just yesterday's candle is something like a pin bar, and it's a good reversal signal. We could potentially see some upside here, maybe a bounce, like I said, from the 0.77600 towards the upside, towards this 200 EMA here on the daily chart, and that's around 0.77840 area. If that's, of course, only if we'll have this area that is sitting at right now. If it'll prove to be a strong support level, then we'll have some more upside. But at the moment, it's kind of forming a bearish candle. Of course, we still have the full day to go with the full European session and the full US session, so a lot of things can change. But at the moment, like I said, on the downside, if this level will not hold, then we can see it maybe a little move here back down towards the 0.77300 area. Don't expect huge moves today in this pair, but yeah, like I said, good levels to watch out for. Now let's have a look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar is, well, yesterday, of course, probably all you know that yesterday there's some important news coming out from US around the import tariffs that Trump proposed. So, and yeah, it had its effect on the US dollar, and we can see that it had an effect on all other pairs trading together with the US dollar. So this is a daily chart, by the way. Let's have a look at 4-hour. It will be a more clear picture. So we can see now that we had this sharp spike up and this sharp candle moving upwards, and it touched here the 200 EMA together with the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart. It found its resistance at around this level. We're seeing some retracement right now. Probably is going to go towards this 21 EMA at around 122.450 area. We might seeing some reversals here. unless of course this wants to continue higher. I mean, if we'll it would be a good bounce area here at around 122,450 for this pair to continue going higher, and maybe, like I said, breaking this trend, this short-term trend line that we had. Let's actually make it more accurate here. So yeah, something like this. Well, actually, I mean, if you could draw it from here, we can see that we already have broken it, and we're waiting for this candle to form. To be honest, if this is suddenly going to reverse and get back above this, then yep, we can see probably some further upside moves. But if we draw it this way, then yeah, we can see that it's being held here. It has its resistance at these two EMAs here, the 50 and the 200. So wait for this one, to be honest. Wait for a better, doesn't matter which way you're going to draw it, this way or this way. I mean, wait for this candle to close, and then later on watch out for this later on, because like I said, if we'll start seeing moves back above these two EMAs here, we might, like I said, we might get some more continuation to the upside. If yep, looking at the daily on this one, it did form a strong bullish candle yesterday, but like I said, before we actually take any position here, we need some sort of confirmation. If this price starts getting back towards the 122 area, now like I said, watch out for this one, because this could kind of push it lower a little bit, even to the yesterday's low at around 121,550. But that's only, of course, we'll start getting moves 122 area here. So like I said, yeah, watch out for this one, guys. This is an interesting one. Okay, so the pound dollar. Now the pound dollar, okay, again, slight maybe issue with the trend lines here. In a couple of previous videos, we were covering this pair, and we were showing this formation here initially. That seemed like a good symmetrical triangle, and it did, in fact. So we had a nice break below this a couple of days ago. Now, of course, if we try to redraw this again, being more accurate, maybe if we connect these points right here, we can see that we've got a nice resistance level forming right now here on the daily chart. So let's just enlarge this a little bit. So yesterday, yeah, of course, the candle turned bullish yesterday. We had a good reversal due to the news from the US, but at the moment on this pair, we can see that it's meeting its resistance at around this area here, at around 137,950. Well, let's round it out, round it up to 138. So if we get a break above this bottom trend line, then we could potentially see some higher levels, and especially a test of this 50 EMA here on the daily chart at 138,500 and maybe higher. But like I said, for this scenario, we would need a good move above this trend line here. If this trend line proves to be a strong one, so let's say if this won't be able to break the 138 mark, then we've got the next level to watch out for is this area right here on the daily chart. That's the 100 EMA here, and that's around 136,750, something like this. Well, 136,800, let's round it up. So 136,800 could be another potential level to watch out for. Maybe we're not going to get this level touched today, but again, like I said, if this proves to be a strong area of resistance, then yeah, later on, probably maybe into next week, in the beginning of next week, we might get a move lower here. So yeah, like I said, watch out for this one, guys. Another one that I really wanted to talk about was the Euro Sterling. Now, Euro Sterling, it's like it's becoming like a good indicator for the EU UK Brexit talks, to be honest. And seems like, you know, whoever's in control one week, it has an effect on this pair. So for example, this week we're seeing some more negative news from Britain, and we can see that this is getting a reflection on this pair. And this week is a good strong bullish candle forming here on the weekly chart. A couple of weeks before this, we saw that there were some there was a light in the end of the tunnel for Britain, and it seemed that the pound was getting stronger against the euro. So like I said, it is like a battleground for the EU UK Brexit talks. So at the moment we can see that, let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we can see that in the past 2 days we had a good bounce here from this little trend line that was running from the 25th of January. So yeah, in the last 2 days we had this strong run here back towards the 0.89100 area. We were mentioning this in the previous couple of videos where we said that this is going to be a key resistance level to watch out for, because if we manage to get a break, well, it's opening the path towards higher levels, and around the first level to watch out for would be the 0.89300, and then potentially maybe higher towards, well, maybe towards the 0.90. This would be around psychological number to watch out for. But that's only, like I said, if we get a break above the 0.89100. Now, it might do something like a retracement, because we can see that on the 4-hour chart here, the 4-hour candle is turning bearish, and we might get maybe something like a drop here, a little retracement, maybe towards this line, and then a potential reversal, and then a break. Because like I said, this pair is looking strong for now. Of course, anything can happen, but like I said, if we get it, this could be, this area here could be a good ground. Let me just highlight this one. Yeah, it could be a good area for a potential bounce for more upside. If we get a break below this, now if we'll just confuse everybody with more trend lines here, if we get a break below this and then maybe a break below this little trend line here, then the price could move back towards these all these EMAs here on the 4-hour chart. Of course, the first one would be the 21 EMA, and then maybe, like I said, the 50 EMA. If we suddenly start breaking all of them again, then, well, the downside is back on the table, and we've got this area to watch out for, and that's around the 0.87800 or 900, so something like this. So like I said, a lot of good levels to watch out for, guys, on this pair. So yeah, like I said, keep an eye on this one. Now quickly, before we run out of time, one more pair. There we go, the USDJPY. Okay, it seemed that this week because we were having good moves from the US dollar, it was looking kind of strong until yesterday, and it seemed that maybe we could get a potential break of this little trend line that was running from the 8th of January, but it seems more likely that we will see first, of course, a retest of this February's low of 105.550 area. We might get a retest of this. We can see that it already got close enough to it. If this proves to be a weak level of support, then we might break it, and we might go towards the 105 area. So the 105 is now on everybody's radar. If, of course, that's not going to be enough for it, then we could see some maybe lower levels being hit. But on the, let's say, on the upside, suddenly if we get a good move above, this is a 4-hour chart, by the way, still, so if we get a good move towards these EMAs here on the 21 and the 50 EMA, and if we'll start seeing a break above it, of course we've got this resistance area here, which is this little trend line, downwards moving trend line, and if we manage to break it, well, then it's opening the path towards the 200 EMA here on the 4-hour chart, and that's around the 108,400 area. So yeah, like I said, but for this scenario, we would need a good, I don't know, good move from the US dollar, and maybe like in the same time, a lot of weakness maybe in the yen. But like I said, it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. Okay, guys. I mean, I hope that you found this useful. I really hope you have this last trading day as a good day. And yeah, guys, keep an eye on the price action. Thank you very much. Bye bye.